CP2, CP3. CP1, CP2, CP3, CP4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. When others were adding number of years to their age, chairman was adding number of sterile manufacturing lines in Kaplan Steriles. From 1 line few years back to 6 lines now. When others were adding number of years to their age, chairman was adding number of ANDAs in Kaplan Steriles. When others were adding number of years to their age, chairman was adding number of countries Kaplan operates in. This year, Mexico, Cambodia, Turkmenistan have been added. When others were adding number of years to their age, chairman was adding number of R&Ds, API and manufacturing, intermediate manufacturing units in Vizag, additional soft gel manufacturing facility in Pondicherry, etc. When others were adding number of years to their age, chairman was increasing the total revenue of Kaplan year after year from nowhere to about 1,500 rupees crores now. When others were adding number of years to their age, chairman was increasing the total profit of Kaplan year after year from nowhere to about rupees 380 crores now. When others were adding number of years to their age, chairman who had taken the path of road less traveled to the path of road well traveled now. The list goes on and on. He has years to go. He has years to go. He is still very young. On behalf of all the Kaplan employees, I wish him long and healthy life, full of vigor, valor, and cheer. Thanks to one and all.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor.
Welcome.
Yes.
Now I request Chairman to give a talk to all the employees.
Okay, thanks, Doctor. Good morning, all. Years pass by. You put years to life or life to years. That's how we look at life. Age is a state of mind. We don't have to feel that we are aging. We have to feel that we are growing. There are many birthdays, and there are very few birthdays whom we consider as milestone birthdays. Hopefully, this is the first time I'm talking. Actually, I'm giving my speech on a birthday from Kaplan Steriles. This will open up for 2 milestones, one in the form of digitalization, other one in the form of differentiation in terms of attitudes and skills. Let me convey some of my messages from my learning. Number 1, never put the key to your peace and prosperity in other people's pocket. It's your life and it's only one. Define your life based on awareness. Don't follow the borrowed wisdom. Read books for your learning. Accept obstacles and adversity as an opportunity for prosperity. Never bother to travel in the unknown because what we know is much more inferior than what we need to know or what we don't know. Be cautious and careful in the known knowns and the known unknowns, because the known knowns and known unknowns, many a time it may be half knowledge or a phantom pregnancy. Number 3, please understand that the most effective people concentrate on the areas of excellence. Chase excellence. One day, money and prosperity will start chasing you. Finally, the present world is moving towards monopolies and near monopolies, which cannot be avoided. The only way is to create a value monopoly in our company. Let us create an effective team to create that value monopoly with ethics and morals as the core of our life and business. Now, let me say a few words about my life. At the age of 20, I went to the city as a job seeker. The only thing I know is I had the ability, the extraordinary ability to ignore my ignorance. Since I'm from the low strata of the society, I now feel that poverty and ignorance are the first cousins. But telling something in the form of poverty has not been created by the poor is nowhere going to help the poor. Poor should have the cognition and aspirations to change his life to the next level. At 30, I started a small business and the struggle started. Anyway, I don't want to actually detail the whole thing, which of course I must have told you earlier in my speeches also. At 40, that was the time that we created a first milestone in the form of a public issue, which has been oversubscribed by 117 times. Even today, that's the maximum subscribed public issue in pharmaceuticals in India. At 50, in fact, at 40, I could not sustain the success of actually a conceptual public issue success. When it came to execution, I have not been able to handle the balance between consolidation and expansion. With the result, it went down under. Eventually at 50, I had to take the bags and go to countries where most people fear to go. At that point of time, to take any physical risk, you don't expect the professionals to come with you. So I had to use my own family members like my sons and nephews and some people who had a lower beginning in life. And then they came with me to the toughest parts of Africa and Central America. And the result that you all know what has happened actually in the last few years. And at 60, I've seen the role of honest and hardworking professionals who have come into our company. All our employees, whether it is from CSL to CPL to all other units, they've been hardworking and genuine. But only thing, probably the missing link, may be a bit of going the extra mile in the form of skill sets. It will not be out of place to mention that our HODs and their team members at CP4, CSL are working even on holidays for the anytime audit readiness. I sincerely feel happy in which they are working. And this is something which is a rarity in most other companies. And this is happening in our company. I'm very happy to convey this to the entire family of Kaplan. Then let me tell you some 3 stories which will actually make you understand the definition of life. 25 years ago, I read a book called Manase Relax. It was written by a saint by name Subodhananda from Bangalore. The story goes like this. A boy was on the bank of a river. When he was going through the bank of the river, he has seen a crocodile which was caught in the net. The crocodile was pleading for help. The boy tells the crocodile, if I help you, there is a possibility that you might even try to kill me. Now, crocodile tells him, how can I do something bad to you when you try to help me? Believing this, the boy cut open actually the mouthpiece, the place where the mouthpiece actually of the crocodile was struck. He cut the net and the crocodile came out and caught hold of the legs of the boy. Now the boy starts crying and starts pleading with the birds. And the birds say, and the crocodile says, this is life and actually this is world to the boy. Now he's trying to actually plead with the birds and wanted the birds to help him. But the birds say, what the crocodile says is true, because whenever we lay eggs, the eagle comes and actually spoils the nest and destroys everything. What they say is true. What the crocodile says is true. It is life and its world. Now the boy doesn't stop at it. He happens to see a donkey which was crossing the road. Now he tells the donkey, for which the donkey says, what the crocodile says is true, because when I was hale and healthy, my master used me, and today I become old and he has thrown me out. The boy doesn't stop at that and start looking at a rabbit which was a passerby. And the rabbit really wanted to help him. So he started telling the crocodile, you are a stupid crocodile. But the crocodile doesn't want to open his mouth and talk to him so that the boy can escape. Sensing it, the rabbits start telling to the crocodile, you don't even know the strength of your actually tail. If you open and argue with me, even if the boy try to escape, you can wag your tail and kill it. Believing this, now the crocodile opens his mouth and start arguing with the rabbit. The boy starts running away. The crocodile later felt its tail was actually caught in the net. Now the boy who got so upset, he goes to the village, goes and tells many people. Everyone comes to kill the crocodile. When they were busy killing the crocodile, unfortunately, the boy's dog started chasing the rabbit and killed it. Now the boy says, this is life, this is world. See, this is a conventional wisdom. We don't have to actually accept this conventional wisdom. The world and life in general may be different, but what you want in specific is in your hands. If you want to change your world, it is in your hands, you can change it. You don't have to be a poor man, or you don't have to be a middle class man. You don't have to be a person with limited actually capabilities and certain attitude issues which were inherited in our DNA. We can change. Anything is actually changeable. What is important actually is your attitude to change and the cognition and the aspirations for change. Now the second story, it seems it's a conversation between two people who went to a T20 cricket match. The person who went to the cricket match, he didn't get the right place to sit. He was not very close to the pavilion, ground. So he was looking for a place. He has seen actually a place vacant next to a person which is very close to the ground. Now he goes to the person and requests him, is there anybody sitting next to you? For which he says, no, you can sit. Then he asked him, the man says, I've been coming with my wife for cricket matches. This is the only match. And my wife was not able to make it, he says. Then he asked him what was the reason. Actually, he says, my wife dead. Then he says, it's very sad, but is it not possible for you to come with any of your relatives or friends? For which the man says, they're all busy with the, I'm not getting that particular word. They are busy with the ceremonies, funeral. The man says, they're all busy with the funeral of his wife. See the misplaced priority of this man. He came to see the cricket match, and he has been coming to the cricket match with his wife for so long. And when this man asked him, he gave the place and he started telling that, he was unable to come with his wife. The man who actually inquired, he was not in a position to understand why he didn't come, and he was feeling bad for his wife. But the actual fact is, all his friends and relatives were actually spending time at the funeral, and he was matching the cricket match. So this cricket crazy world is a misplaced priority. Now the third one, which is a real story that I read some 20-25 years ago. There was a college girl actually traveling in the bus. Those days, the buses used to have the radiator next to the driver. So the drivers used to tell the passenger who was sitting next to the radiator to be very careful. But unfortunately, a lady who was holding a baby slept. In the process, baby came out of her hand and she was about to fall on the radiator. The college girl tried to protect and she fell on the radiator. In the process, she lost one leg and one hand. Now, her father wanted to sue actually the transport corporation. He kept on going to the court and coming. One day, when the auto came to the house, she could see the body of her father. But later, when she was interviewed, she still, in spite of all the adversity, she says, there may be some miracles which would change my life, she says. And recently I've come to know, like few years ago, the same girl has become a mentor to the physically handicapped people. So this clearly shows, based on one incident, we don't have to decide that we have come to the end of the road. It is not the end, it's only a bend. It may be the beginning of something else also. This is how probably one has to look at life. Now, let me also tell you the 5 things that are fundamental to life and business. The first one is DNA. The DNA is not your choice. Our DNA is not our choice. And many times I myself introspected on my own actually DNA and felt the DNA is either your friend or your enemy. If you inherit actually a Mercurian temper, either from your parents or grandparents, it becomes your enemy. If you inherit certain qualities which are very useful in the form of positive attitude, then it's a friend. The second important fact is actually a luck. Luck helps the people who are positive, the people, especially the positive people who don't depend on luck. We don't have to think of luck in the first place. If you think actually you don't have luck, especially the poor, most of the time they may not have the right DNA and the amount of luck which need actually in the form of prosperity or a better upbringing. And in my case, I myself had to feel that actually, although I know I was unlucky, I had to actually psych myself to feel that I am lucky, and I had to chase my luck in the worst part of Africa, later in Central America. Then of course, the mindset and skill set, which are the most important in the form of attitude towards life and skill sets to do the job actually in life. Finally, the most important one called networking. Networking can be internal and external. Our internal network of a company consists of hardware, software, protocols, and connections, without which no factory can actually survive. The hardware is decided by the project head in CSL, especially in CSL and Kaplan Onco and Kaplan One. And the digital journey is conducted by our HODs and their teams in CSL. And it's happening in the parent company, in the head office, everywhere, and the R&Ds and CROs too. We've reached a stage where we have completed our labware and then SAP in CSL. We are all set to complete somewhere by end of this year in the form of e-logbook and VLMS. And our people are very confident that they would be able to complete the EBMR and EBPR maybe by 2025. By then, we will also have more number of ANDAs, which means this is going to be the starting point for our prosperity in future. Our project heads and his team and the various units of R&D and CRO all work sincerely to achieve our goals. Our professionals at the head office, including our MD, CFO, Deputy CFO, and all others, including the export people, legal, and everyone, is genuine and sincere. However, all we have to go is to go for the extra mile to achieve the sustainability and scalability with the same fundamentals that we have today. Now, I have taken a new avatar in CSL as the head of actually the factory. At 69, I moved away from the city after 45 years of traveling to various places for marketing and also sometime in the head office for managing the show. I came to CSL in October 2021. I found that some of the decisions of the unit head and the daily discipline of the grassroots people has not been very conducive to business. With the result, I had to actually remove the costly clerks who were at the top and also the doormats and the deadwoods who are at the bottom of the pyramid. Now we are very comfortable. Our HODs are working very hard, as I told you before. They are sincere, they want to learn. Maybe there may be 1 or 2, 3 people whom, of course, I don't know. You'll have to verify and see whether they are up to the mark. The rest of it, I am confident they've been doing their job very diligently. They all believe in the 4 pillars: A, integrity; B, quality; C, safety; 4, productivity. With the result, our sales in CSL has increased from 120 crore to probably 200 crores this year. Now, I am in charge of the differentiation in CSL. My first priority is to ensure the 4 pillars, which I already told. The second one is the identification of team members with evolved experience, not the expired experience. Let me again say, the evolved experience is the one which helps, not the expired experience. Number 3, how people work is much more important than what people do. Because what you do is something what you know. What is needed for the company is much more than what we all know. Hence, how we work is much more important than what we know and how we work. The 4th one is the recent development in the form of biometric access in most of the areas for better control and direction. This is where I have to congratulate our IT team, which has done an extremely good job. Our engineering team also is very genuine and hardworking in CSL. Then we have more clean room phones for better communications. And we are also trying to get into JD's job description, which is currently a work in progress. We are also going for the newbies in the form of fresh trainees whom we have recruited from the polytechnic and colleges to fill the roles of operators, production supervisors, and IPQA members for the shop floor after the necessary trainings. Now, each MSc is requested to mentor at least 4 or 5 mentees in the next 6 months to 1 year, which will take care of the attrition issues that's happening in most other companies now. Then, of course, all the seniors, which includes me, go for a Jamba walk in the areas of shop floor and others to find out what is happening in the company. That will also help us actually to decide the positive aspects which are needed for our business in future. Whether you are aware that we are adding line 5, 6, and 7 in our phase 2, the credit goes once again to the project head. Now, the operation team also is in discussion with the project head. Here, I am sure there will be a very important, there is a very important aspect in the form of the meetings between the project heads and the operation teams to understand where we are heading to. Are we in a position to complete the things as we have stipulated? Probably we'll start the meetings maybe from tomorrow onwards to find out the exact status and also the timelines to complete our dreams and goals in line 5.
அந்த பக்கம் தெரு இருக்காங்க போமா பாரு போன எடுத்துக்க போமா போவதா விட்டுரு அப்ப விட்டுரு நான் நடந்து பாரு விட ஒன்னும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை என்ன நீ அப்படியே.
I think somebody is into it. Anyway, now our SMEs with the trainees will also move to our other factories which are in the offing, like Kaplan Anko and Kaplan 1. so that they will help us actually to establish the initial presence in these factories. That way, CSL will play a very major role for the initial work, especially the work which is important for in the form of IQ, OQ, and PQ. And later, we will also go for more and more SMEs and trainees to run the new factories very effectively. And we'll also conduct regular meetings to ensure the comparisons of our change control, CAPA, deviation, OS, OT, and others with the previous years so that we could understand the change that is taking place in our system. And then our current order book for future is somewhere around 200 crore. And I already told to our people to verify the status of materials and machinery for the next commercial year. As I told you before, our IT team is also the star performers, and I followed the best thing. There are only 2 gentlemen who have been actually in this company for the last 10 years. Although we have people who are 4, 5 years and 3 years that are very effective, these 2 gentlemen know the legacy. That way, the IT team and microbiology are the 2 teams who understand the legacy, and they've been interacting with others to create a legacy which will actually take us to the next level. And here again, once again, I say engineering team, people are good, and then what is needed maybe some kind of trainings, and then in a little they have to go the extra mile to take the company to the next level. Let me say what has been told by Daniel Patrick in the form of everyone is entitled to his opinion, but not his own facts. So it clearly shows opinions are not facts. So what is important is we learn to follow, or we learn to extract the truth from the facts, which means once again, let us also do things in line with the integrity, quality, safety, and productivity. Integrity is something similar to actually a nurse who works in a maternity ward. When the new baby is born, the baby is handed over not to the mother, but to the maternity nurse. You would not have come across any incident in the form of a maternity nurse dropping the baby in a maternity ward. This is something similar to integrity and quality. There is nothing in the form of 99% integrity and quality. Everything is either 100% or it's 0. Now, let me also reiterate, because most of you have been with me for 10, 12 years, you are aware that we believe in making money with respect. And today, right from the MD to CFO and Deputy CFO and all other senior professionals, they are aware of the fact that we don't do anything in the form of shortcut to make money. We believe in ethics and morals. And then you are aware that it's a turnaround story. The corporate turnarounds are not actually many, it's few and far between. And that too, the people who turn around, mostly they may be highly educated or they may actually get equity from external sources. But the turnaround happened here only with a physical risk. There is one more thing which is very important for me to indicate, to show that how sincere we are. We have been sourcing the products for the last 10 to 12 years from China, which goes directly to South America. Most of the promoters, I don't want to mention some of them or name or something, they always, when the product is outsourced outside the country, when the sales happens outside the country, there is no need actually you have to divert it to the company. You can straightaway legally and morally you could have done it. But I didn't want to do that way. I want to establish and create a culture and create a company which will actually, in the form of long term. I don't believe in short term and what you call instant gratification is not my cup of tea. I always believe in delayed gratification. The fourth one, there is no family member in the board. Even my own sons and nephews are still employees of the company. None of them are actually the directors in the parent company. Finally, the most important that I have learned in life, ethics create trust. Trust promotes loyalty. Loyalty generates passion. Passion drives productivity. When we can chase excellence, I assure you, prosperity will chase all of us one day. Finally, culture. Culture is the current of prosperity. Culture is like water. It travels from the top down. It has to percolate from the top. And Peter Drucker once said, culture eats strategy for breakfast. So let us build a culture based on morals and ethics. This is the best differentiation probably we all can create in Kaplan Point. Let me also say what Pillas said. The guide for a civilized living is ethics. All the rest is a commentary. Go for it, he says. Go learn it, he says. If you all could do it in the form of creation of a company based on ethics and morals, probably that will be the best birthday gift for my future. So thank you. That will make, probably that birthday will make me as a memorable one. That will also create a significance in all our life. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So it's time for biryani.
Hello, can I be heard?
What I said is time for biryani, I said.
Wish you a very happy birthday from CP1 team.
Thank you very much. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to all of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks once again. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks to all of you. Thank you very much.
I think Chairman has given a lot of messages to us and a lot of directions as well. And as he rightly said, the best gift that we all can give is to follow the directions, many of the directions that he has given. And on behalf of all the staff, employees of Kaplan, we are sure that if not 100%, we will try to achieve 100% of whatever you have said. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks to all of you once again. Thank you. I've been seeing only Umesh again and again.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
CP6 team, happy birthday to you, sir. Happy birthday,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Team R&D. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday, sir.
I think CRO looks like a hospital. CSL production team. So they are in the shop floor. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. They are from the shop floor. Thank you. Thanks to all of you. Thank you. Take care of your job. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't have to open your mask. Sterile area. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway, you are in the shop, this thing, corridors. Thank you. Thanks to all of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, doctor. Thanks to all of you. Thank you very much. Thanks to you and your team. Thank you. Thank you. I think you can end.